Hi, I'm Cheryl and welcome to our program. Entertainment news. Game of Thrones review. The heroes of the Battle of Winterfell. This is it. The Battle of Winterfell, the one where the Night King rocks up and everyone dies. After two scenes setting, tension building episodes, which remained largely gore free, despite a crescendo of predictions of a mass body count from the off. This is the one Game of Thrones fans have been waiting for. Your bloodthirsty satis you. It wasn't quite a case of Valar mortals, but rather some men must die. We need a few survivors for the final three episodes after all. The Long Night was an epic feature-length episode. The longest and biggest battle in Game of Thrones history as the army of the living faced the ever-swelling army of the dead. Okay. International news. Beluga whale wearing Russian harness raises alarm in Norway. A beluga whale found with a tight harness that appeared to be Russian made has raised the alarm of Norwegian officials and prompted speculation that the animal may have escaped from a Russian military facility. Jørgen Rydvik of the Norwegian Directorate of Fisheries says equipment St. Petersburg is written on the harness strap, which features a mount for an action camera. He said fishermen in Arctic Norway last week reported a tame white cetacean with a tight harness swimming around. On Friday, fisherman Georg Hasten, aided by Rydvik, jumped into the frigid water to remove the harness. Rydvik said, people in Norway's military have shown great interest in the harness. Andor Rikardsen, a professor at the Department of Arctic and Marine Biology at the Arctic University of Norway in Tromsø, Northern Norway believes, is it most likely that Russian Navy in Murmansk is involved. Russia has major military facilities in and around Murmansk on the Kola Peninsula in the far northwest of Russia. This is a tame animal that is used to get food served, so that is why it has made contacts with the fisherman, he said. The question is now whether it can survive by finding food by itself. We have seen cases where other whales that have been in Russian captivity doing fine. Hasten told Norwegian broadcaster NRK that the whale began to rub itself against his boat when he first spotted it. Sport news. Football manager Bielsa hailed for act of sportsmanship that cost Leeds United promotion. Leeds United football manager Marcelo Bielsa has been hailed for a remarkable act of sportsmanship that also ended any hope of his team being promoted to England's Premier League. The Argentinian instructed his players to allow opponents Aston Villa to equalize following a controversial goal. The resulting 1-1 draw snuffed out Leeds' final chance of elevation from the English Championship. There was a melee on the pitch after Leeds took advantage of confusion over Villa's Jonathan Codicchia, who lay injured on the pitch. Although the referee did not blow his whistle, other Villa players slowed and had expected Leeds to kick the ball out of play, but instead Bielsa team continued forward and scored.
Everyone knows the opening for Avengers Endgame was massive, but it turns out the Super Team Epic scored an even bigger default that originally reported, bowing to an unprecedented $366 million in North America and $866 million overseas. Disney said on Monday that ticket sales surpassed Sunday estimates of $350 million at the domestic box office and $859 million internationally. Endgame, the culmination to the current phase of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, made history this weekend as it became the first film to surpass 1.2 billion globally in its own opening weekend. It is also the fastest movie to reach 1 billion worldwide in just 5 days. In international news, we have the death from tropical cyclone Kenneth has climbed to 38, the Mozambican government disaster management institute said on Monday. 4 people has also died in the island nation of Comoros, according to the United Nations Office for the Coordination of Humanitarian Affairs. The cyclone, the strongest storm to hit the region since records began, made landfall in Mozambique on Thursday. Kenneth is the second powerful tropical storm to hit Southeast Africa in 5 weeks. Despite this power, Cyclone Kenneth is slow in moving, leading experts to fear it could continue to dump torrential rains on an area still reeling from the devastation through the cyclone. In sport news, we have Joseph Sural, a 28-year-old Republic native, died at a hospital after he and 6 teammates who were traveling in a private minibus were seriously injured during the crash on Turkey's Mediterranean coast, the team announced on Twitter. The crash occurred following draw after the team's away game in central Turkey against Kayserispor. The team's chairman Hassan said that the crash occurred after the driver of the bus fell asleep about 3 miles outside the team's home city of Alanya. There was reportedly a second driver on board, but he also fell asleep. Thank you.